Hello there, everyone. Pearl Jr. here. I'm kind of excited about this live because I have just so much to talk about. So you guys, just kind of kick back, okay? I'm waiting for someone to pop up, of course, because I don't want to go through all this and then, nobody's here and then I'm on private. So, come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Here we go. There you guys go. All right. So much to talk about. First thing I'm going to talk about is Cardi B, the rapper. Now, Cardi B is not of my age. She's 29 years old. She's 30 years younger than me. I'm almost 59. I'm 58. And I will be 59 May 6th this year. And Cardi B is 29. So she's not of my generation with the music and, I'm just trying to get the glare off my glasses. Where's the perfect spot? Is that better? Let's see. Oh, gosh. I got to figure out what to do about the glare in my glasses. But anyway, so Cardi B, whoop, whoop, girl, whoop, whoop, cha. That's what she said when she won Best Record of the Year or something. She kept going, cha. Anyway, Cardi, I'd like to thank her for winning that lawsuit and for letting that girl that lied on her, called her a prostitute, said she was on drugs, said that all kinds of stuff, that she had herpes, okay? And it's another girl she's suing too that was supposed to have worked with her for a while. Anyway, and her real name is Belcalis Almazar, okay? And Cardi B, Cardi B, you had to change Belcalis, right? You had to change that because that's hard. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. But anyway, Cardi B, okay? She won a lawsuit, a defamation lawsuit against liars, okay? That want to destroy your life, destroy your reputation, cause you pain, anguish. Cardi said she almost wanted to commit suicide because of this girl's lies, okay? And she's a mother. I'm a grandmother, okay? And girl, everybody that's lying on people, be on alert, because once Cardi B won this type of lawsuit, and it was internet stuff, okay? Then every lawyer will take cases now, because it was ended up being a $3.8 million lawsuit against this girl, Tasha K, who has 1 million subscribers just on YouTube. I didn't go through all of her. It's called Unwind with Tasha or something, where she drinks red wine. And she talks about all kinds of celebrities, okay? But she said that she liked to talk about Cardi B and tell lies about Cardi B because her viewership went up, okay? That's so sad. That's so sad that you would talk so badly about someone. And you know what? One of my haters called me a prostitute. At 50, 56, 57 years old, 58 years old, really? You think somebody gonna pay me for it? Really? At my age? Really? A prostitute? Well, it's kind of in a way. You think I could sell it? Right? All right. So anyway, Cardi B won, and I have been engaged, and it took Cardi B 3 years. I have been engaged in a lawsuit, and I haven't told you guys about it, for 2 years. Okay, March will be 2 years, and I will tell you guys about it soon. Okay, I just didn't want to talk about it early on because it was just so painful to me that someone would dislike me so much that they would spend their whole life being obsessed about me morning, noon, night. I mean, this one person must have commented about me 30, 40,000 times, okay? 30 or 40,000 times, okay? Hated my absolute guts and still does. And because I'm saying Michael Jackson is alive, okay? Now, me saying Michael's alive, to me, it's good news, right? It's good news, right? Saying that Michael did not get shot up with drugs by a doctor with his 3 children sleeping down the hallway, okay? I mean, and they say that I'm worse than Wade, James, and let's see, Jordy, all of them combined. I'm worse than all of them because I say that Michael faked his death, as if Michael didn't have a reason to fake his death. The Scream song, in which we're going to talk about Janet and her documentary that's coming out, that's airing tomorrow, Friday and Saturday on Lifetime. We're going to talk about that. But anyway, I'll tell you guys more about this lawsuit that I have soon. Okay. But anyway, let's talk about, I think I don't want to go to Janet yet. I don't want to go to Janet yet, but I got a lot of things to talk about with Janet. Okay. And I want to go to Janet. You guys know I'm a researcher, and I like to see things and research things when nobody's asking you the question, right? I like that because that way, what you say may be attributed to something else, but in an investigation, it might prove a timeline, it might prove authenticity, it might prove something else, right? So anyway, right here, there's you guys know the lawsuit, the probate case with Michael Joseph Jackson, and they called him a decedent, and we don't know who the heck Michael Joseph Jackson is because Michael's name is Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, so all death documents in the wrong name, every single one. There is not one death document in the name of Michael Joe Jackson, not one. Okay, so it's supposed to be that it opened, this probate case opened 6/29/2009. Makes sense because the death announcement announced by Jermaine Jackson, who called his brother the legendary King of Pop while wearing a shirt that said "Living as King." Come on. All right. It says it's dismissed. 6/15/2018. Now, I've known that it said dismissed 6/15/2018 for years. Never knew what the heck that mean, and I still don't quite know what it means. I still don't quite understand how it's supposed to be dismissed when there are still cases. Hold on. I'm using my new computer, guys. Using my new computer. Right? Using my new computer. When there's still documents being filed as early as 12/1/2011. 2021. So if it was dismissed two and a half years ago, why do we have all these documents? I don't get it. I don't get it. All these documents, but why does it say dismissed? Okay, they make mistakes, but look at this. Look at all these documents, guys. Look at all these documents. Look at all this. Okay, and we're not even at 2018 yet. All this stuff, right? All this stuff. Now we're finally at 2018. There is no corresponding document for 6/15/2018 where it's supposed to be dismissed. So I don't know if it was a related case that was dismissed, Wade and James case dismissed. Here's something here that says appeal dismissed. Okay, but this is a related case. This is not the same case. Okay, I don't know. And also, where is the 9th accounting? Where is the 9th accounting? Somebody please tell me where the 9th accounting. We had the 8th accounting in 2020, October 2020, but we should have the 9th accounting, right? Hold on. Then, look at this. It says the filing date, 5/29/2009. Really? Nobody has fixed that? And I know that it's been like this forever because when I went and I covered one of the cases at the Santa Monica courthouse, it said 5/29/2009, and I think I released that screenshot somewhere. Okay? It's probably a typo, but I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay, so now let's get to a crazy frivolous lawsuit. I'm using both computers, guys. Look it. Okay, so in all those documents is this lawsuit. Okay, somebody wrote it. He's representing himself. His name is Christopher Lamar Clark. Okay, he is suing the Michael Joseph Jackson estate. Okay, or Michael Joseph Jackson decedent. That's supposed to be a person, right? But we've learned that the estate name, and he spelled Michael wrong, Micheal. Okay, but it's AEL. Okay. But the estate name, your name on your living trust must be different than your name as a person, because you are transferring out assets from your name as an individual into an entity, which should be a different name than your name. Okay, so when it says the estate of Michael Joseph Jackson, he can do that when his name is Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, so you got to look up every law. All right, so anyway, so look at this. So there's this lawsuit that was filed. He wanted a hearing date 12/1/21. That I don't know where he got that. But anyway, October 15th, 2021. Okay? All right. So, let's see. All right. So, he's writing. Now, you know he ain't got good sense. You know he ain't got good sense. He's suing for 400 trillion plus 100 trillion plus 700 trillion. Okay, and then 200 million, less 200 million, because he's going to leave some money for Janet, Latoya, and Paris, Prince, and Blanket. And then, so $700 trillion. $700 trillion. Okay. Is there $700 trillion plus, here we go. I mean, $700 trillion. Is there that much money in the world? Is there $700 trillion in the whole wide world? I mean, I don't know how much money is in the world, but our deficit is what, 18, 19 trillion dollars? And he's going to 70 trillion? I don't know. I don't know how much money is in the whole world. I don't know. But $70 trillion is just, I mean, dude, really? Okay, let's see why he's suing. Okay, let's see why he's suing. All right. So he is suing. He's from LA, by the way. He's from LA. And he wrote his grievance. He handwrote it, okay? And he is just saying that he is the son of Michael Jackson, and he requests a blood test, and that he can't even spell. If Michael's your daddy, how come you can't even spell his name right? Okay? And he's supposed to have all this stuff, and he involving songs, movies, films, art deals, I-mail model for numerous types of company. This is what he does, involving R&B singers, rock stars, rappers, in more, all receiving large sums of money, nor payment via whatever. But you guys, he got Janet's name in here. I will announce via court phone call from Janet Jackson's husband, Jermaine Dupri, nor was contact harmful, phone call only. I mean, if you guys want to read this, you may, but it is the most insane thing that I think I've ever read, okay? And he's consistently spelling Michael's name wrong, okay? It's A-E-L, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, okay? And, yeah, consistently, okay? He wants $80 billion and, oh my God. Oh yeah, here it is. I grant Janet Latoya, the sisters, and Prince, Paris, and Blanket, he want to leave them a little bit of money, okay? But he wants 700 trillion. All right. I am, if the blood test or whatever, Michael, he's spelling it wrong. I mean, come on. This was filed in October 2021, okay? Then he mentions Beyonce's name, and he mentions, let's see who else. High treason, slander of a degree of high treason. Okay. Espionage. Okay. Let's see Barack Obama, he got in here, Eddie Murphy, Beyonce, Sean, Corey, Jay-Z, hundreds of millions of dollars, Rothschilds. Oh yeah, I've got to put them in there, the Rothschilds. And it's just, I'm just kind of like, let's see. I don't know who the Spurlocks are. Let's see who else is in name. It's just, anyway, this is just a crazy lawsuit. And I know Michael's had to deal with them, his whole life, crazy lawsuits. Well, ever since, probably, I don't know, he wasn't sued as a teenager because you got to be 18 in order to be sued. So October 18, 2021 in Los Angeles, respectfully submitted by Christopher Lamar Clark. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. So, anyway, so those are some interesting things that are going on. We're going to get to Janet. All right. Let's see what else. Today is the 27th. Who remembers what January 27th is, right? It's the day that Michael was burned in the Pepsi commercial in 1984, right? So January 27th, I believe is 84, all the way to June 25th, 2009. Okay. No. Wait. No. Okay, I'm getting mixed up. Okay, Michael's birthday. Okay. August 29th, 1958, all the way to June 25th, 2009. The exact middle date is January 27th, 1984. I believe it's 84. Let me look it up real quick. I believe it's 84. Let me look up Michael Pepsi burn. Well, anyway, today's the day of the Pepsi burn. Okay. Pepsi, I believe is 84. Pepsi burn Michael Jackson. Pepsi burn. Okay, I believe it's 84. It's hard to remember all these dates. It's hard to remember all these dates. Let's see. 84, I'm correct. 84. All right. So, the exact middle date from his birthday to the death date is this day. Okay, today. Okay, but in 1984 is the exact middle day, right? And it has to do with numerology and stuff like that. And I want you guys to go watch my Alive docuseries. I think I bring that up in the first one. Alive 1, 2, and 3. And then Alive 4. And then A Prisoner of Fame. Okay? Prisoner of Fame. All right. So today is an anniversary. And the reason why I think Michael picked that day as the exact middle day of his life, I think he thought his life was climbing. And on that day, when he got burned by Pepsi, I believe that was the beginning of the downward spiral. I believe so. Not to say that he never had any bigger hits or greater accomplishments, but I believe that with the Pepsi burn and the pain and then that led to drug addiction, led to the reconstructive surgery, that led to the drug addiction that he talked about, that I believe he kicked. And I don't believe for 1 second that Dr. Murray, who kept 0 records, gave Michael even 1 shot of propofol. Okay, kept no records. All we know is propofol was ordered to his girlfriend's house, and there were a few propofol bottles at the house, but they had to set the scene because propofol is used in cryonic freezing, and I believe that was a cryonic dead body because Michael went to a cryonics convention. Okay, please watch my Alive docuseries. Please, it all makes perfect sense. And my haters are like, why don't the Jacksons ever stop her? Because I'm telling the truth about it. What are they going to do? Everything I say, I'm being honest and truthful about it. I'm reporting respectfully. Okay, I love the Jacksons. Okay, love them. Michael recruited me using Bobby Anderson, Peter Michael Bobby, what I've been calling him for years. Okay, to report on it. Okay, so anyway. So that's what January 20th, that's why I didn't go yesterday. That's why I didn't go live yesterday. That's why I decided to go live today. Okay? Because I wanted to tell you guys that story again. And there's so much in these live docuseries. Okay? All right. So we got that. We got Cardi B. Oh, okay. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this. I think Janet is just Miss Jackson. I just think that she is fabulous. I do. I love Janet Jackson. I love Michael more, but I love Janet the second best in the Jackson family. Okay? And then it's the Jackson 5. Then it's the Jackson 5, and then the Jacksons, Latoya and Reedy. I love them too. I love the whole Jackson family. I used to dream of being a member of their family, right? And who didn't? I mean, especially little black kids growing up, and I never grew up in the ghetto. I grew up, not in the ghetto. I never grew up in the ghetto, But anyway, my mother raised us in white communities, because I guess she, just thought that would be better, even though she wasn't rich or anything, but she did what she could, right? So anyway, Janet and Michael, just to kind of give you, I always thought Janet was riding Michael's coattails. Janet was as good as Michael, or at least coming as good as Michael, because Janet to me is a phenomenal talent. God, I saw one tweet that said, Catherine must have magic coochie because Michael and Janet came out of that. I thought it was cute. So excuse me if some of you guys are a little bit too whatever to handle that kind of talk. Okay. All right. So Janet's YouTube channel. Okay. Janet's YouTube channel. This is Janet's official YouTube channel. Has 482,274,219 views, right? So, you want to know how many views Michael has? Look it. 11,621,244,770 views. Now, I didn't put the 77 at the end. I didn't do that on purpose. And the 11 at the front. I didn't. I just pulled this up a little while ago. Okay? All right. So, Michael has more than 11 billion more YouTube views on his official channel than Janet does. Is that incredible? We got to give Janet more love, y'all. We got to give Janet more love, and we got to watch her documentary on Lifetime. All right, so I have that. I have a lot of notes. Okay. Let's see. All right. I have a lot of notes. Okay, I got the where's the ninth accounting. I got this. I got this done. All right. So, okay, now we're going to talk about crazy lawsuit. I got that done. Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to close this down. And we're going to go another window. I'm going to open on my new my Apple computer. I still got to learn the commands because they're different than a PC. Okay? The Mac is different than a PC. So now I'm going to go to on my Facebook page. Okay? And talk about a few things. And then we're going to go talk about Janet. Okay? Then we're going to talk about Janet. Okay, here's my Facebook page. Oh, there I am. Okay, so let me do this. All right, this is it, right? Who remembers this shirt with "This Is It"? Who remembers this shirt? I don't remember this shirt. So is there more "This Is It" footage? Right? Hold on. Who remembers Michael and "This Is It" wearing that shirt? Okay, it is, I better turn the volume. Ooh, I don't even know how to turn the volume down on Instagram. Well, let's go there. Let's see if it'll come up. Because I went ahead and, oh man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's hit it to Instagram. Here we go. All right, so, let's see. Here we go. Cecil? Oh, shoot. Okay, Cecil? Oh, okay, I'm on live. Okay, Cecil just walked in. Everything okay? Okay. All right. So, this is it footage. If you want to see it, it's on this account. But I don't remember this shirt. And I asked fans if they remembered that shirt and "This Is It." So, is there more "This Is It" footage? Oh, somebody said he didn't get burned by Pepsi. His hair caught fire doing a Pepsi commercial when a spark. I know that. We all know that, Willie. Thank you so much. Duh. Of course we know that Pepsi, we call it the Pepsi burn because it happened on the filming of the Pepsi commercial. Okay, most people understand that. I'm sorry if I was confusing, but we call it the Pepsi burn. And Pepsi paid Michael $1 million for that. Okay, which he donated, and he created the Michael Jackson Burn Center. Okay, it was during a Pepsi commercial, and you're probably right, Willie, that I should clarify it because a lot of fans may not know that. They may confuse that Michael got burned by soda pop. It was during the filming of a Pepsi commercial, okay, and his hair caught fire with one of the pyrotechnics. And a spark hit his hair, and he had the Jerry curl juice, and it caught his hair on fire, and his hair got burned. Okay, so that's clarified. Okay, and so anybody wants to know about that, you can just kind of Google it, and you can get the details. Okay, so anyway, all right. So I do not remember this shirt. Now, how do I turn down my sound? I don't even know how to turn down my sound because let's see. Okay. Now I remember.
Hit your highest note. It's time for you to shine. High, low one. It's your time to shine. We'll be right there with you.
All right. So I don't remember. So there's got to be some more This Is It footage. There's got to be more This Is It footage, right? Somewhere, right? So that's something interesting to look forward to. All right, let's see if I've... Oh, okay, here we go. All right, Janet. Okay, my girl, Janet. I love Janet Jackson, okay? So, Janet documentary. Okay, Janet, here we go. Janet documentary. Let me pull that up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Golly. Okay, Janet. I'm going to go and have dinner. My daughter invited me over for dinner tonight. So I'm going to go to my daughter's house and have dinner with her and her husband and Ruby tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. So Janet's documentary is airing tomorrow on Lifetime and A&E. All right, here we go. And there's the promotion for it. It's on Lifetime. And you guys can watch the trailer. Okay. Now, in the trailer is some very interesting... Want to watch the trailer? Let's watch the trailer together. In case I forget something. Let's watch it. Okay. All right. Let's see. How do I press play to watch it? Oh, I have to... okay, here we go.
Ooh, Janet Jackson's many women.
She's an empowered woman. She's a legend. She's a blueprint.
She is a warrior, the greatest show woman.
She's literally done it all. She is a lot of the image that is out today. Janet is very private.
For her to want to open up, I'm flabbergasted.
Why did you want to do this documentary?
It's just something that needs to be done.
This is where it started. Your father had a vision to get us out of Gary.
The Jackson
There were times when I just didn't understand where I actually fit in.
This is a story about control.
My father was very strict.
My control.
He was in charge of my life, my career. My father said, "You're gonna sing."
I want to be the one in control.
I think I have to start being independent. The most important thing was for her to take that stage and own it. It's just a side that no one's ever seen. This is me. Seeing Janet as a mother warms my heart.
Who are you closest to in the family?
Brandi and Mike.
Mother, how do you feel talking about Mike?
I can't.
How would you describe your relationship with Len?
It was a magic relationship if it didn't hurt so much.
I was just incredibly innocent.
I didn't need a Janet Jackson to amplify my life, but I feel like it did.
I haven't given up on love. There's a great deal of scrutiny that comes with having that last name.
We're trying to follow up a big album.
No, I'm sick of this. I don't need this. I'm going home.
Renee, pull that up. You want me to cut it? Did the allegations affect you career-wise?
Yeah. Guilty by association. Guess that's what they call it, right? They build you up. And then once you get there, they're so quick to tear you down.
Justin and his team have been trying to contact us about you doing the Super Bowl.
I want you to stand and welcome Miss Janet Jackson.
Janet will never quit.
Janet Jackson, the two-night documentary event, coming to Lifetime and A&E. Premieres Friday, January 28th at 8.
All right. All right, lot went on there, right? Lots went on, okay, and I got notes, okay? So she's going to talk about the controversy of her having a child, okay? Now, I read an article by USA Today that said that the article is going to talk about Rebe being the mother of her secret child with James DeBarge, and Debbie Allen is going to say, how could Janet be pregnant when she was filming Fame, right? So, of course, I go back and see when Janet was on Fame. She was on the fourth season, and it was from 84 to 85. It aired from September of 84 to May of 85, right? I believe that Janet had the child early 84, okay? That's what I believe. Sometimes in the maybe February 6th, maybe Brandi's birthday, but in 1984 instead of 1982. Okay, so I believe, because that's when her and James were doing the thing, and why did Janet elope? What was the emergency? Okay, he's a drug addict. The family didn't, Catherine, you the baby girl. I'm the baby of my family. Okay, I'm the youngest. Okay, and Janet's the youngest. Okay. And here she is mixed up at 18 years old with a guy that is a few years older and that is pregnant. That is a drug addict. Excuse me, that's a drug addict. Let's look up James DeBarge, because is James my age? Let's see, James DeBarge. Because he's older than her. Okay. James DeBarge, yep, he's my age, born in 1963. I'm born in 1963. Okay. Janet is born in 66. So he's like almost 3 years older than her. Not quite, but close to it. Okay. 3 years older. So he's 21. She's 18. All right. And the baby went somewhere. And I believe, and James has said this, and so is Elle, and so is the mama, Erdeline. They have said that they believe that Janet had a baby. Not just me. I'm not making this stuff up. I read an article back in 2008 that said it was Brandi. Okay? Right? Because to me, it's Brandi Jackson. Brandon, the Jackson brand, and Brandi, the two secret children of the Jacksons. That's what I believe. Okay? Brandi has that hair from the DeBarges. She looks just like the DeBarge daddy. And I don't know what Janet is going to get into, but there is no way she will ever admit that happened. Never. Because it's a career-destroying image. It's an image-destroying, career-destroying thing to say, I chose my career over my baby. Okay? Over my child. Okay? She will never, ever admit it. Okay? All right? But this is what I believe. This is what I believe, because of a lot of different things. But I don't think she's going to talk about that. And on Saturday Night Live, she's the one that also said, yeah, and they say that I sold my baby to Jackie, her brother Jackie. So anyway, I don't believe that it was Reeves at all, ever. And then it has been reported that Brandi is adopted. Okay? I'm just saying. All right. So we talked about that one. All right. Let's talk about the article that came out in the Sun, or one of the tabloids, that talked about Janet and Michael calling her a pig and a hog and all that stuff. Well, guys, that's from an old article. That is from an old interview with Meredith Vieira back in 2011. And I don't know if that's going to even be in this documentary. Okay, but I'm going to tell you, got a lot of press and it's going to get a lot of attention. And that's what she already said it, back in 2011. So, if she gets extra publicity for that, if she gets extra publicity and more people watch her documentary for something she said 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, well then okay. All right. Let's see. Where is that? Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. Where is that? I posted it. I thought I posted the link on my Facebook to the article where she says that to Vieira, because it's kind of like, Janet, gosh, did you really have to dog Michael like that? Really? And it's something that happened a few years ago. And she really did say, maybe I put it on my Twitter. Let me see if I put it on my Twitter. I put it somewhere. All right. And she said her brothers called her. Her brothers called her that, not just Michael. Her brothers. And Janet said something, in her book, that book that she wrote, that Michael thought the epitome of beauty was white women. Something like that is I'm paraphrasing, is in the book. Like, oh, that's what beauty really is. And here Janet is, black, a little overweight, black girl. And your brother's telling you that. So, she put that in her book too. And I thought, ooh, and if Michael said that, we got to be careful about white supremacist thoughts and white supremacist things. We got to be careful with that. But if you look at the history of black people in the United States, we were raised to believe white was the best, and black was inferior and white is superior. Okay. So it's just trickling down of mentalities. Okay. So let me go to my Twitter page. All right, let me go to my Twitter page, and let's go here, and here it is. Here it is. Okay. Oh shoot, where is it? Well, I put it somewhere. There was the Meredith Vieira interview that she did in 2011, and she said that her brothers, including Michael, called her fat, pig, hog, slaughter type, even dunk because she had a big butt, And she said that she, kind of joked around and thought, never told them that it hurt her feelings. And then I watched a video with Marlon and Tito, and they was crumbing and bagging, and they're just kids. It's kid things. We all said things to our siblings that they brought up to us years or later. Do you know when you did this, you hurt my feelings and da-da-da. So it's normal growing up stuff, but it did get a lot of attention and it did get a lot of press. Okay. So, we'll see if that's even in the documentary. All right. So the documentary is supposed to be 3 to 5 years in the making. Renee Elizondo, who's Janet's second husband, because James was the first, Renee was the second. She didn't marry Jermaine Dupri, and then she married Esau's dad, okay, where she's supposed to be divorced, but she keeps herself still, so maybe she's still a Muslim because she keeps herself totally covered up, okay, still. All right. So there's supposed to be some big surprise in the last episode of the documentary, some big surprise. Woo! Because she didn't release that, but she released other pieces to certain people in the media so they can promote it. I I was talking about the Meredith Vieira interview, and then God, what was I saying? I keep forgetting because there's so much. Let's talk about Catherine. And Catherine says she can't talk about Michael, and she looks super sad. Okay? So a lot of people will say, I don't want to hear anything about a death hoax because Catherine is sad. Okay? Well, you got to remember Catherine's promo to her book, Never Can Say Goodbye, wink, wink, was MJ Lives. We didn't do that. Okay? This was in 2010. We didn't do that. We didn't have Catherine go shopping the next day or the 2 days after the death announcement at Target for sleeping bags. You got all those nieces and nephews and all those children, and nobody went to Target but you to get sleeping bags? I'm just saying. And that was supposed to be for Paris, Prince, and Blanket to sleep in. I mean, nobody had enough money to go get mattresses? I don't know. I don't know. I know. I'm just saying. Okay. And I remember that one of my friends was talking to Joe, a couple days, weeks after the death announcement, and said, how's Catherine? And he said, Catherine's fine. He said, Catherine's not grieving. He told somebody. Okay. Joe did. A friend of mine. She told me at that time. And when they went to the BET Awards on Sunday night, the death announcement came on a Thursday. They went to the BET Awards on a Sunday night. And Don Lemon says, how's the family? How's Catherine? Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Let's talk about the record company. Okay. You guys got to watch. I got all this stuff documented. You got to watch the Alive docuseries. Okay. So with Catherine, saying she can't talk about Michael. If Michael was my child, not a superstar, not nothing, just my child, and he suffered where people thought he was having sex with little boys, and people tried to put him in jail for 20 years from it, took his money, ruined his reputation, tried to destroy his career on something that's not true. There's still not, to this day, one piece of evidence that Michael ever molested a kid. Even to this day, there's not one piece of evidence, just words coming out of people's mouths. Okay? All right? And the media saturating it, right? And my son said, Mom, I just can't take it anymore. And came to me and said, I want out. And I got to fake my death, and I just need you guys to support me. I do it. I'd lie for, no matter what my religious beliefs were, I'd do it for my child. Because you lived it. And plus, you feel a little bit guilty because you're the one that pushed them to perfection. You're the one that pushed them to be superstars. And I remember during the trial, Joe said he wasn't sure if it was all worth it. In the 2005 trial, I remember that. I remember him saying that. Because Michael suffered so much. He lost so much weight. I was in the trial. I saw him shrink down to just a little tiny person, right? And his back was hurting, and he kept trying to adjust his back, and I would see him and my heart would just bleed for him, and then of course he was vindicated, completely, and people still think he's the world's biggest pedophile, and he was fully acquitted. So even being fully acquitted, people were still saying it. And Wade and James, where's all that coverage of Leaving Neverland being nothing but a bunch of lies? And no proof at all in Leaving Neverland. Just people talking and no witnesses. Just people talking. Okay? And that's dismissed, thrown out of court. Get out of here. Move. Bye. Okay? Hardly no press on that. Okay? So I can't wait to see what else, Catherine does on that. Let's see. I got more stuff. I'm sorry, guys, for it being so close. Let's see. Oh, the lyrics to Scream. Okay. So Michael, she did a little part where Scream. Let's see. The lyrics to Scream. There is a little portion. Where is that? There's the lyrics to Scream. Where is it? Is it on my Facebook page? Let's see. Where Janet, there's a piece of footage. Oh yeah, her husband, Renee Alexander, that's what I was going to say. Elizondo. He was recording a lot of them. Okay, a lot of Janet and interactions and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I think I found the Meredith Vieiro interview. I think I found it. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. Here it is.
About your butt. Yes.
Here it is.
You write in the book that you thought it was probably affectionate. Not meant to be cruel, but you internalized it.
I did. And he never meant for it to be cruel. He didn't realize.
Okay, here we go. Let's hear this.
People came from your family, from your brothers.
Yes.
Michael in particular would tease you about your butt.
Yes.
You write in the book that you thought it was probably affectionate. Not meant to be cruel, but you internalized it.
I did. And he never meant for it to be cruel. He didn't realize the effect that it was having on me. You know, brothers and sisters, they tease each other. And the ones that I think that get it the most are the babies of the family.
The baby.
And I'm the baby. I got called a lot of names. I would laugh
kinds
at
of names?
Horse, pig, cow, slaughter, hog.
It's by your brothers.
Yeah. And it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
But not everybody can brush it off. And I was one of those.
And you were one of those, yeah.
Everything that I heard, I took it in, and it went straight to my heart, to my soul.
If the name stung, Janet's struggle with body image only deepened under the glare of the public spot.
Came from your family.
All right. So there you go. So we found that. Okay. So I don't know if that's going to be in the documentary. I have no idea if that's going to be in the documentary or not. I haven't seen the documentary. All right. And where is that other piece that I want to do? Hold on. There is another clip I want to play for you guys. Where is it? Huh. I'll get to that one in a minute. Oh, here it is, the screen. Okay. Okay, here it is. Here's another piece of that was released. Okay. And this is Michael and Janet. Hold on. This is Michael and Janet creating the Scream song. Okay. The Scream song. Janet was supporting Michael. It was Michael about the allegations. Okay. And here we go. And let me turn this around.
New York.
They were in New
just
York.
there throwing around melodies. I said, you write your verses, I'll write mine. Because I know he had something to say. What was your opening piece? I just want to write yours down. So I'm tired of the injustice. I'm tired of the scheme. Your lies are disgusting. So what does it mean? Okay, wait a minute. You're kicking me down. You're kicking me down. I got to get up. I got to get up. As bad as it sounds. As bad as it sounds. The whole system is the whole system. Mother's gonna love us at this song. I told you not to do this, Janet. She insisted. You tied my hands behind my back. I did not want to do a song like this.
Okay, what else did you put?
It was his song. And I was there to support him.
Okay, so we got to give Janet a little bit of a break. She loves her brother, okay? But, you know, if it gets people, I'm trying to turn this around. If it gets people to talk and to pay attention to the documentary, you got to remember it's called Show Business. Show Business, okay? Oh, happy birthday, Joni is a Prince fan, but I talked to her. Tell her happy birthday. Happy birthday, Joni. All right. So anyway, so we're not going to give Janet too hard of a time, okay? She does love her brother, of course, okay? Now, she said guilt by association. she talked about also the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl. Let's go back to the allegations in '93, which was, a decade earlier than Michael's 93 allegations, which were total just made up BS that started the whole mess. Okay. Now, Taj said that he thinks that Jordy's going to admit it. And there was something that said Jordy admitted it, but then it wasn't confirmed, and it was confirmed, and I don't know. I want Jordy Chandler to come on camera and just admit it. Somebody needs to give him immunity. Say you're not going to take the money back. Okay? You're not going to take the $20 million back. His dad's dead. Okay? His mother's not going to get in trouble. Okay? But just tell the truth, Jordy. Just tell the truth that it never, ever happened. Jordy was pretty much kind of admitted that it never happened because Anthony Pellicano interviewed the boy, and he said nothing ever happened. So it was the father's extortion scheme because Michael wouldn't finance Men in Tights, which was the name of a movie. Okay? Robin Hood Men in Tights. And his dad was a dentist, but he wanted to be an executive producer of a blockbuster Mel Brooks movie. And Michael said no. And he also wanted Michael to build on a wing to his house, and Michael said no. And so he got mad. And he said, I'm going to get the money from you, one hook or crook. And he decided crook. And he made up the story and said Michael was molesting his child. And Michael just wanted it to go away. And he got the money from his cancellation insurance because he said he had to cancel his tour because Michael was on tour. And you insure for anything. So if you have to cancel your tour, and Michael said he went to rehab, right? You get money for that. Okay? So I believe that's the insurance money that Michael used to pay and make it go away. Make it go away and start his life anew. He didn't know that there were going to be copycat people that did it. He couldn't predict the future. Okay? So anyway, so Janet said guilt by association. So we're all like, oh my God. So Janet said at that time she had a big deal with Coca-Cola or somebody, worth $23 million or something like that, I read. And because Michael got accused, they took the deal away, said, nope, can't do it. Okay? Well, Janet said you got to take the good with the bad. The Jackson name is good. It opens door, which is, to me, the biggest thing is to open the door. Okay? And then it can shut doors. Taj also talked about how it affected them when they were on their European tour. Okay? Now, that was when Janet was squeaky clean. Now, if I have to, just make a little gripe, which I'm going to do, is after Michael was acquitted in 2005, Janet put out the 20YO album. Okay? She had a song called So Excited, right? And your brother just got accused, and you're going to be almost naked in the video and have a sex scene in a dirty men's bathroom with urinals? Wrong image. Okay, at that time. Because I even was so mad about that. I was like, no. So whoever girl told you to go that way, they was not your friend. Because after your brother got acquitted of sexual perversions, criminal sexual perversions with a child, the last thing you want to do is show a nasty freakiness of sex in a men's bathroom in a video with urinals. Okay, so I personally thought that was a bad move. And then the next album, Discipline, where you were dressed with S&M. Not a good move. Not good moves after your brother was acquitted. Not good moves. Okay? So I just have to be honest about that. And so sometimes we participate in our own destruction in a way. Because anything, just be to dancing, partying. Yeah, you can be sexy, but nothing perverted. Sexy, jamming, beautiful songs, and party and dance, Janet. That's what I was expecting. And then I got something different. All right. So, let's see. Guilt by association, I talked about that. Oh, I just listened to an interview with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Okay, and they explained it. The Super Bowl incident. right? Where it was the malfunction, you know, and the show exposed her breasts in a way that it shouldn't have been exposed, and it was called a wardrobe malfunction. I think that was in 2004. Justin Timberlake kind of, you know, his career went great. Janet, they canceled her from the Grammys, but it wasn't the Grammys. This is what Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis said. It wasn't the Grammys that canceled Janet. It was CBS, Les Movies, okay, that canceled it because the Grammys were airing on CBS. And since CBS didn't want Janet on there because of the CBS, and that's where the Super Bowl aired, then that's how she got pulled off of the Grammys, okay, for that. All right, so, I want to talk about, let's go back a little bit. I think I talked about Fame and Debbie Allen. Debbie Allen's going to say, when was Janet pregnant, okay, before she started working with you on the show Fame? How about that? All right, so let's see if I got so many notes here. And if you listen to the lyrics of Scream, Michael says here, back to that, he said it was disgusting allegations. He thinks it's disgusting, a grown man having sex with a little boy. Disgusting. Okay? And it is. It's a child. Okay? And you listen to those lyrics, and you listen to the lyrics of Escape, which was released posthumously on the Escape album. So the two posthumous, never before released songs album is Michael Escape. Okay, I mean, they're telling you right then and there, Michael Escape, he did not die, he faked his death. Okay, let's see what else. I think I got all my... I think I got it all. I think I did. I went through everything. Everything's crossed out on my list. Oh, one last thing. Control. I just watched an interview with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they were talking about when they took over as producers for Janet, because Control was Janet's third album. Okay. Cecil, my Cecil, helped promote, I think, her first. Cecil, are you still here? Oh, Cecil! I wonder if Cecil's still here, because he helped promote Janet's album. I think it was the Cecil. Oh man, he's already gone. All right. I think that he Dance Street, or what was it? One of them he helped promote, because Cecil was a promoter. And you guys don't know, but his dad is listed in the credits of Michael Jackson's Thriller album, and also in Thriller 25. Because he was, I think, in charge of black music at CBS during the time. During that time. So Cecil, if you look on the back of Thriller, you will see the name Cecil Holmes. And that's not my man, Cecil Holmes. That's his father. Okay, who was bigwig in the music industry back then. So, but Control, okay? What was Janet's album? Don't let me forget Control, guys. Let me look up Janet Wikipedia. Okay, Janet Wiki. Okay, I'll just put Janet Wiki. Let's see if Janet Wiki, if that's enough for Google. Nope. I gotta put Jackson. Janet Jackson Wiki. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Janet Jackson's Wikipedia. All right, so her first two albums before Control didn't do so well, and Cecil helped promote them. And he had met Janet, and Cecil was also at the Grammys the year that Michael won all the awards for Thriller, and he met Michael backstage too. Okay, it was called Janet's studio albums, Dance Street. First one was called Janet Jackson, and the second one was called Dream Street. And I think he produced either Janet or Dream Street. I don't remember. He's not here for me to ask, but it doesn't matter. He helped promote it. And we're talking about in a real way, not just as a fan, but professionally. Okay? Part of his job. All right. So Control was in 86, right? Okay. And when Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis met Janet, they said she was 18, 19 years old. Okay, I think she was 18, but they said 19 years old. And if she was 19, that means that it was in the year of 85. Okay. And Janet kept talking. They spent 5 days and they just hung out. Okay. And Joe told Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, just don't make my daughter sound like Prince. Okay. And I think he meant don't let her be risque. Okay. At least that's how they interpreted it. And that's how they explained it. And they said that when they talked to her, her main conversation was about her being in control of her life, her being in control of her career, her being in control and getting under the control of her dad and her mom, right? I think that all that came because they had her divorce James DeBarge, and I believe that they made a decision that Jackie and Enid, who unfortunately passed away of a brain aneurysm, who is Dill's mom, and Brandi's mom too, but they say Brandi was adopted. It just so makes sense, except for the dates. I believe Brandi's 2 years younger than she thinks she is. Okay? But anyway, control. Why are you talking so much about that? And I believe that that was the last thing that her parents ever were going to make her do, which was get of annulment and also give her child to Jackie to raise. That's what I think. Okay, because people have seen her pregnant, and where did it come from? And if it wasn't any truth to it, why does it even exist? Why does that even persist? And Michael could never admit with Brandon, which I think he tried to admit it, because Brandon, he came out publicly while he was on a trip with Alejandra, who was married to Jermaine and Randy, got kids by Jermaine and Randy, right? They went to Japan, and it's in a live 4, and Brandon's going to a car, and some Japanese guy says, is Michael Jackson your father? I didn't make this stuff up. Is Michael Jackson your father? Took me forever to find that footage, but it's in the live 4. Okay, it's in a live 4. All right. And also Genevieve is Randy's daughter. She's in the video, in Brandon's video, Dance Floor. Or one of the videos, maybe not Dance Floor, but one of Brandon's earlier videos. Whatever video it is, Genevieve is in it. And Genevieve. So when Taj tries to act like they don't even know Brandon well, Taj, stop. Come on. You guys gotta just, golly. Oh, the family knows their family, and I don't know, him, Brandi friends, and that's all I know. Brandi is all up in the family. Even Brenda Ritchie, okay, who did not know who Brandon B. Howard was. When I was talking to LaToya, had a conversation with LaToya, Jeffrey, and Brenda Ritchie was there at the Polo Lounge, okay? And I said, I heard Brandon is going to be on your, B. Howard is going to be on your reality show. And she said, yeah. And Brenda Ritchie said, who's B. Howard? And everybody ignored her. And then LaToya did something with the shoes to distract her or whatever. Said something about some shoes, okay? Then when I called Brenda Ritchie out publicly and said she didn't even know who Brandon Howard was, she said, yes, I did. I used to see him running around Havenhurst. Ask Karen Faye. Brandon Howard was on Remember the Time video. Okay? Brandon Howard did a song with 3T. Terrell and TJ. Taj's name is on there, but Terrell and TJ. Producing with Jackie. So why did Taj act like it was a distant little thing and a small little connection? Because, and I don't think they know. I don't think the whole family knows. I think there were certain crises that took place in the Jackson family, which Michael did not want a child at the beginning, off the wall, after it was so successful. And everything was set up for him to be the biggest star in the world for Thriller. He was mad at his brothers for getting married and disappointing their fans because he thought that they needed to be a bachelor and Michael needed to be a bachelor. And I believe that they'd made a decision and only Catherine, Joe, Michael, and Mickey knew. I don't even think they ever even told Brandon. Brandon said one of the family members pulled him over when he was 7 years old and told him that Michael was his father. Okay? So, and we don't hear about Nicholas. Nicholas, his brother, hanging out with the Jacksons all like Brandon did. Weekends and all that other stuff. Okay? Anyway, I'm just saying. Okay. So I don't think Michael wants to admit it, and I don't think Janet will ever admit it. Okay? And then James DeBarge, he was supposed to be, he thought some girl said that she was the daughter, the long lost daughter, and then they showed her and she was dark skinned and heavy, and there's just no way. Okay? Just no way. Okay? It was kind of ridiculous. James, check Brandi. Okay? You want to know your daughter, check Brandi. All right. I think I'm done. Let's see. I think one last thing. Oh, no. I got everything. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. And don't forget to watch Janet's documentary. I'm going to record it. And we will discuss. And I love Michael Joe Jackson, too. Oh, Peter Michael Bobby had been disappeared for 3 days. And he finally posted earlier today on Jackson's Empire on Instagram. So he's fine. But guess what's happening on the 1st? The real opening of MJ the Musical. So is he putting the finishing touches and he's been busy? I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, because he doesn't do anything Michael without Michael telling him. And Peter Michael Bobby Anderson's the front for Michael Jackson. Okay? He's the Bobby Anderson's the decoy. You gotta be somebody else. You can't be Michael when you're faking your death. So somebody else has to say, no, it was me. It wasn't Michael Jackson. It was me. Sure. That's why you opened your Twitter account the day before the death announcement. That's why you called me in the whole Rare Pearl story. Just watch, okay? You can't guess the stuff that's in my live documentaries. Just watch them. All right, guys, go to Michael Jackson, go to michaeljacksoninsider.com. And I gotta go. I got a date with Ruby and my daughter and her husband. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye-bye.